Welcome to Disability, where we turn our diagnosis into a dominant trait. Public speaking is already a daunting task for most, but my next guest has taken over that lane, even though he's dealt with a stuttering issue. Most people may not acknowledge the difficulties associated with stuttering due to it being something that you can't physically see, but only hear. However, today, we're going to take a closer look. From podcasts to one-on-one interviews to pitching screenplays in boardrooms, my next guest has used his voice to empower himself and express his ideas. So without further ado, the founder of Ultimate Class Studios, Titus.
Thank you. That was one hell of an introduction. I like that.
You already know, my brother.
Yo, this is nice.
I appreciate you.
Nice.
Appreciate you.
Yes,
you. Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too, man. Good seeing you too.
Absolutely. For those who watching, Titus was like my second family growing up. You know what I mean?
Right.
He spent a lot of time together with his family. His cousin's like my best friend growing up and everything. And yeah, we had a lot of good times growing up with your fam and all that, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Love y'all. But today it's about you, man. So, I already kind of gave a little brief description in the intro, but let's hear it in your words. What exactly is your diagnosis?
My name is Titus, and I have a stutter. I have a speech impediment that I've had since, I would say, like about 5 or 6. Like, stuttering has always been a part of who I am. So, yeah.
Okay, and you say you've been dealing with this since you was about 5 or 6 years old?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And stuttering aside, have you ever dealt with any other kind of, like, I guess, medical conditions or anything like that?
Nah,
not really.
Except for the typical black shit, high blood pressure, because, we be some sodium eating ass people.
Yeah, I know it is.
Or hypertension, because all that guy, fried chicken, get the swollen ankles and all that, the auntie ankles, I call them the auntie ankles.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact, auntie ankles, that's real.
Word.
That's real in our community. Any siblings?
Damn, that's almost like a trick question, because, like, I got a lot of siblings. Like,
Okay.
As far as I know, like, on my dad's side, like, just from my dad alone, I got, like, 15 different siblings. Like, my father was outside heavy.
Okay, all right.
Back in the day, so, like, he
Got
was...
you. Rolling Stone.
Facts, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I got, like, well over 20-something siblings.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a story within itself.
Nah, that's a fact.
And what kind of kid would you describe yourself as?
Troublesome. Definitely, I was always in trouble as a kid growing up. Like, like, if it's 365 days in a year, 362 of those, I was in trouble. Like, you know what I mean? Titus was always getting called. Like, the school was always calling my grandmother. Like, Titus done did this, Titus done did that. Like, so... But I was a good kid, though, like, in spite of what I just said, though, but I just think I was misunderstood.
Gotcha.
Because, like, I was going through a lot as a kid growing up, so...
Gotcha.
Like...
So it's, like, more mischievous kind of stuff? Like,
borderline mischievous, but more so, like, nah, bro, like, you got to get rid of this nigga. Like, yeah, this nigga tweaking.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Word.
I got you. So on top of the, I guess on top of that, also dealing with the stuttering issue, how was it just growing up, already kind of, being like a lot of ruckus, and then on top of that, having the stuttering condition, did that add to, I guess, the trouble you was getting around? Like, did you have to deal with people saying things and you was kind of like reacting to that?
Yeah, because in school, man, like, I used to beg my teachers, please don't point to me to read in class. Please don't do that. Like,
right.
But they was like, yo, we got to read in class. So, like, kids used to laugh and all that. Then I used to turn up and all that. Be like, oh, word, that's funny. Pop on the kid type shit. Like,
right.
But, yeah. I would say, like, in high school, like, yeah, I just avoided reading. Like, I would just ask my teacher, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me.
Right.
Like, if I knew it was a day that we had to read, I used to be like, nah, don't do that. not me at least. Like, please don't pick me,
Right,
Because
right.
we're gonna be sitting here for an hour. Like this little half a page you want me to read, you might as well get your sleeping bag. This is gonna be a long day.
So, let me ask you this: what were your favorite subjects in school then?
My favorite subjects, believe it or not, was English because I did like to read, but I just didn't like to read out loud.
Right.
So I would say English, science. I love science, and history. History was definitely my thing.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So, to yourself, did you read a lot like to yourself? Was it just out loud that you had a problem with? Like you just didn't want to read in, like out loud to class?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, right.
I love to read,
Yeah.
so I did a lot of reading to myself. Like I grew up reading Cat in the Hat, the Goosebumps books,
Classics,
and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yeah.
like I used to love that shit. But when you ask me to read out loud, oh nah, like that's when the anxiety kick in, and then the nerves start going haywire, and then Brody starts stuttering.
Was it certain words? Was it certain sounds that, like, when you became more aware of the issue? Was it like, did you notice? Was it certain words you would say that would trip you up? Was it certain sounds, certain syllables, certain?
It was like a mixture of those things, but it was also just my nerves. I think I just had bad nerves as a kid growing up.
Okay.
Now that I actually sit back and think about it as an adult, I just think my nerves was all over the place. Like,
What kind of things? I guess it's really young as a kid to I guess find like a resolution to nerves and stuff, right? But what kind of, I guess, hobbies or things you did as a kid that kind of relaxed you and kind of brought you out of that place of anxiety? Was there anything you found?
storytelling. I loved to write as a kid growing up, so I like to write and draw. Like I wasn't really the most. Like sports wasn't really my thing growing up. Like I know how to get in the corner. Like if you set the shot up right, I could pull a Steph Curry from the corner. But like all that other crossing out the sneakers type shit, I left that to my cousins and all that. Like Shareem and all them used to be hooping and all
Yeah,
that.
shout out Shareem. Mm-hmm.
Word. So like they'll get me on the court, 2 shots in. I'm in the corner with a stick drawn in the dirt somewhere because art was really my thing. Like,
Gotcha. Who was like your big inspirations growing up when it came to art?
Dr. Seuss. For the longest of time, I grew up thinking I was going to be a children's book author because I love the Cat in the Hat. I love the way he drew them and stuff, and I love the stories because they rhymed and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, like Seuss had bars. So I was like, oh, all right, cool.
Right. Okay, that's dope. What kind of support, if any, did you get from family or friends or peers or teachers maybe to deal with the stuttering issue when you were younger?
My teachers would just basically tell me to take my time. Like my grandmother used to be like, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Think about what you're going to say, then say it. So that worked for a little while. But then, with your son about them nerves, that was just like, yo, like, all right, but I'm going to take my time. So when I couldn't get out of the fact that I couldn't not read in class, I would just go, okay, take your time, Titus. No matter how long it takes you to get through this, you're going to get through this. And I would eventually get through it. And then I had to block out all the chuckling and stuff like that because, kids are assholes. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember a time where your voice was like really needed? Like maybe it was a situation where you had to speak up but you just was so self-conscious about it, you just didn't say anything?
Nah, not that I could recall.
Okay.
Nah, but like, what's funny about me and my stuttering though? I felt like as a kid growing up, I was always outspoken though. Like,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
like if you did something wrong to me, like I wasn't just gonna sit there and let you talk to me crazy or anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you'll just have to sit there and get cursed out through the stuttering. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was gonna let you know, like, trust me. Like when it's time to turn up, it's time to turn up type of shit. But
Right.
I just stuttered, like,
Is there a memory that sticks out to you the most that was like, I guess, the hardest time when it came to the stuttering? Was it like the classroom and people like chuckling? Was that probably like the worst?
I
had to deal with?
So there was a time, like it was Easter, and like the kids all in the church had to say something for Easter, and like I just knew my part was coming up, and I couldn't get Happy Easter out. And I just remember looking out, being like 7 or 8, and I couldn't get Happy Easter out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just so many people there, and then, right, you hear the little, like, your cousins, they cracking jokes, they laughing and shit. So it's just like, oh, man. So that's, like, a time where it was just like, damn, like, that kind of hurt, but I was just like, fuck it.
Right. But shit, you still push through.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Yeah. So you touched on how Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss was like a big inspiration for you. And so for the people who don't know, you're like a screenwriter, correct?
Yes, I'm a screenwriter.
Okay. Tell us more about that. How did it go from, wanting to write children books to like full on screen plays? Because I've seen you post your work online, and it's like these are legit screenplays, like many pages. Like we talking real hard copies here. So talk about the transition into that. How did that get started?
All right, so back when I was a kid growing up, I used to always love storytelling. So I was a kid that grew up in the house watching the Twilight Zone, the Golden Girls, because that's what you watch when you were raised by your grandmother. Like, you know what I mean? You watch a lot of the old shit, but you also watch, you know what I mean, Gargoyles, Power Rangers and stuff.
Gargoyles, classic, yeah.
So I just remember being in school, and the teachers, they used to give us this half an hour, and it would be like write in your journal. So like I would combine all the stories that I watched on TV and make them my own, to the point where, like, oddly enough, I couldn't read anybody else's stuff, but I could read my own shit. Like, I would get in front of the class and read my stories and not stutter. Like, it was so weird. Like, so like I can't explain it. Like, to this day, I can't explain it, but I just feel like, now that I think about it now, I just felt comfortable with the way I wrote things. So it was able for me to format it in my mind and translate it from the page to my mouth. Because obviously
you wrote it. You knew what was coming next.
Right. So, yeah, man, like, I remember my earliest story was Shaggy and Scooby had to find the Power Rangers because they had to help Shorty from, what was that show? It's one of them old TV shows, but I just mixed and matched everything. Kids got a good chuckle out of it. The teacher was impressed, so I just always knew I just wanted to do something with stories. And then it came to the film part. I used to love to watch the behind the scenes stuff, because, like, for those who don't know it, and I'm gonna date myself a bit, there used to be a show where they used to show, like, the behind the scenes of films and stuff. So, like, they would sit down with the actor and they'd be like, okay, we're about to shoot this scene and that scene. So that always was like, oh, this is how they make movies. So, like, from a kid growing up, I've always been fascinated with film. But I never imagined turning into film until I got to, I would say, college. Because before I went to school for film, I actually went to school for computer science.
Okay.
I was good at computers, but I knew in my heart of hearts that wasn't my lane. That was just something Titus didn't grow up to become a failure. So it was just like,
right.
like I wasn't real with myself. But then I can't even front. I felt out of school, and then it became one of those things where I just sat there and I thought, like, what am I really, really good at? And then, like, nigga, you tell stories, bro, like, you write. So then I was like, well, I bet. And then there was, like, movies. So I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to learn how to make movies. So I went to school. I went to the Art Institute. They taught me everything, how to set up the lights, the cameras, and stuff like that. All that shit is cool, but I was more interested in the storytelling part. So once I mastered that, it was off to the races. It was like, yeah, fuck all that camera shit. I don't want to be no director. Even though I know how to direct a scene. Like, if you, like, paid me enough, obviously, because I ain't doing that shit for free. Like, I know how to direct a short film, feature film. But for me, my expert skills, blindfolded, arms side behind my back, screenwriting, storytelling. Story creating. That's me.
Gotcha. That's dope too. Give it up for that. I like that. That's dope. So you was doing computer science, didn't feel fulfilled,
Nah, not at
and,
all.
and so you was like, let me do something I'm really passionate about,
Right.
and get into this film life. So what kind of lessons did you learn in film school? Like what kind of experiences did you gain from that part of your life?
It was just more so how to format a screenplay and how to build your characters, like
Okay.
like, and then how to build the world around your characters.
Would you say that's the most important part about screenwriting?
Absolutely, like like, bro, like your script isn't nothing without good characters and in a great world for your characters to be in, like, you know what I mean. So you got to build the world. Then once you build the world, you build your character.
Okay. So if somebody was like, I want to get into screenwriting, your first thing that you would recommend to them is get some strong characters.
Get a strong story first.
Strong story. Okay.
Like, what's your story gonna be about? Like, like everybody got ideas. Everybody come to me. Like, it's almost like now where like I feel like I'm the hot executive and everybody's trying to shoot me their mixtape. Like, yo, bro, I got this mixtape. Like, I can't even tell you how many times a week. Like, yo, bro, I got this idea. Like, yo, like I had this crazy dream last night. You think it'd be a good film? I'm like, oh man, let me hear it. Nah, I'm good, bro. Like, yeah, nah, I'm straight on that.
What would you say is the most easiest part of screenwriting for you and the most difficult part?
I would say the easiest part is the actual writing process.
Okay.
Now, I would say I wouldn't necessarily say it's the hardest part, but the most tedious part is building the story, building the world and stuff, because you really have to put some thought into it. Like if you want a good script that studios are going to be interested in, you have to put real thought into it. So like just sitting down, okay, I know what this story is. Now let me build this world. Once I built the world, what's happening in this world? And now who are these characters and what role they play in the story? Once I get to that part, which is tedious, it's not hard, but it's just tedious.
Right.
And then, yeah, I just jump into the screenwriting process.
Are there any screenwriters out there that inspired you or ones that you kind of, I guess, look up to? And
Absolutely. Oliver Stone, Steven Spielberg, who, like, the funny thing about Steven Spielberg only has one solo screenwriting credit to his name. Like, Jordan Peele, who else? Yeah, Jordan Peele, Max Landis.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few people that I look up to in the screenwriting world. Yeah.
Okay. So just to bring everything home, so you was reading and stuttering issue, but then you kind of found writing in a way to express yourself and everything, and then that kind of took a life of its own, right?
Yeah.
As you got older, when did you start kind of getting in control of the stuttering? Because we were speaking off camera, and you said some days it's not there at all.
You know what? It's just, I think it's one of those things that you gradually grow out of, but I didn't fully grow out of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just because I think more so now that I'm so self-aware of it starting to come about, that I know how to slow it down, change the words, the direction of my words. Or then sometimes you might hear me sing a little something like I'm talking and stuff like that because I feel it coming. So like I've learned little tricks and trades and stuff like that to get me through certain conversations.
Have you taken like a speech therapy class? I'm not too sure like what the title would be, but something like that to help you along the way.
Yes, I did. Back when I was 12, I had a speech teacher, and she basically just told me, like, it's so funny because she just told me everything that my grandmother told me. Take your time, take your time, and then like she paused, like she showed me a trick with my tongue where it's just like you just pause, because that was crazy. Like press your tongue against your teeth and stuff like that. Like make sure your tongue is moving properly so that you could get your words right, because like your tongue affects your speech well too. So a lot of people don't know that. So like proper tongue placement in your mouth, pause, like, you know what I mean, like how you just talk. Yeah,
absolutely. I also asked you off camera, how much of it is it mental for you, and how much is it more of a technical, like you said, tongue placement and slowing down, breathing. How much is it that, and how much is it is just kind of like a mental block? What you say?
I think is 80-20.
80-20 which way?
80 is all in your mind, and 20 like your actual
The actual technical ways of speaking. Okay.
Because there was times growing up where it was just like, if I said to myself I was going to stutter, oh man, I got to get up and speak in front of this class. I know I'm a stutter. I stuttered because I put it in my mind already.
Right.
So, but then it was times where it was just like, fuck it, I got to do this, and I was perfectly fine. And then my teacher be like, "Oh, you didn't stutter once." I was like, "Huh, surprised me too." Like, you know what I mean?
I got you. I feel you on that. Sweat the Critique podcast.
Yes, Sweat the Critique.
I love that name, by the way. I love that. That's clever right there. And when discussing strikes.
Yes.
On the Manhattan Neighborhood Network for people who want to tune into that. Give us the rundown about both shows, how they came about, what are they about, and where the audience can find them.
Oh, all right. So,
we can start with the podcast first.
Oh, all right. So, Sweat the Critique was the brainchild of myself, my boy Cutter, and my boy Long Measy.
Shout out Cutter.
Yeah, shout out Cutter.
That's
shout
a
out
good
to
dude.
My boy Longma. Like, so we all went to film school.
Mm-hmm.
So
the same film school.
Yes.
Okay.
So we realized that there wasn't enough space for like the film and television people like that was interested in that stuff to talk about films and they're like not give like a so like correct way of talking about films because everybody's so proper when they talk about films. Like, yeah, I give it a 5 stars. Like, you know what I mean? Like it gives a chance to have like bros from the hood just give like a hood perspective on like Hollywood.
Right.
So that's Sweat the Critique. Like, you know, like we have fun, like we talk about everything, film, television, pop culture, and everything in between.
Dope.
And you can watch that on Ultimate Class TV on YouTube. So please like and subscribe to Ultimate Class TV.
And When Discussion Strikes?
Oh, When Discussion Strikes, you can see that on YouTube, also on Ultimate Class TV, because I haven't filmed any new episodes of that in a very long time.
Okay, all right.
Because, you know, as you said earlier, like I'm on my screenwriting journey, and right now I got a lot of good projects on the table. Like I got projects being looked at by major studios. So
wow, dope.
Yeah, things about to take off for your boy.
Dope.
Like,
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So to a person watching this episode, they probably like, I thought this dude has a stuttering issue. He has a podcast. He has an interview show. He's sitting up on this podcast. He sounds great to me, right? Yeah. How did you develop that kind of mental fortitude to say, I'm going to push through regardless of what I'm dealing with and still put myself on Front Street, still speak, still express myself, even on camera where people can sit back and watch it and play it over and over? Like, what would you say to somebody watching to kind of explain to them how you got so tough mentally, so confident? Yes, exactly.
A long time ago, I came to the conclusion that nobody's going to save you, nobody's going to push you, and you have to push yourself. And then I also realized, like, yo, listen, I'm a young black man right now in a great space with a great career. I want to inspire somebody else who's afraid to talk. So, like, this is less about me, but more so, like, the next person that's like, yo, if Titus could stutter and he got 2 shows, he get in front of shirt and tie executives and pitches films or his TV shows, if he could do that, I can conquer whatever I'm going through. So it's more so about being an inspiration to the youth, or like anybody that has like a speech impediment or anything wrong with them for that fact. Like, you can do it. Like, just put your mind to it and you can do it. Like,
it's dope. I love the message. What would you say to your younger self?
Keep going. Like, keep going. Keep writing. Don't fall in love too quick.
That's a good one.
Don't steal out of CVS.
That's another good one.
Yeah, and take your writing seriously in the beginning of your career.
Okay. Do you feel like you were not taking it seriously enough?
Yes, because for those who that don't know, I used to be very bigger than what I am now. Like I used to be 418 pounds. So now at like 275, I realized that my health was everything. Like, you know, like I was in a hospital with a blood clot in my leg, ready to travel to my heart. Like I was jammed up 4 or 5, like, man, 4 or 5 years ago. I was jammed up, and it was just like, I felt like I didn't have anything to live for. But it was just like one day, I realized I saw all my peers, like they buying houses and shit. Like I'm working at Yankee Stadium, sweating my ass off at a grill, line long as hell, 8 hot dogs on the grill, and I'm like, bro, this can't be life at 28, bro. Like I can't allow this to be my life.
Right.
So I made the best decision I think I made in my adult life. I went to go get the gastric sleeve because I had a doctor who spoke to me, black doctor. Shout out to him. I forgot his name. But he didn't use no doctor terms, no nothing. Like, he took off them glasses and said, bro, you got to do something because your grandmother's going to be putting you in the dirt in a couple of years if you don't do something about this. And then that's when it really hit me. It was just like, nah, I can't play with this. So I got the gastric sleeve, lost a ton of weight, and I had to jump back into the film thing because now I knew that's where I wanted to be because people was like, damn, like, Titus has so much potential. Like, I was hearing the conversations like, damn, bro, this nigga about to throw it all away, bro. Like, he not focusing. He not doing nothing. Like, a bunch of wasted potential. So it was more so I had to prove everybody wrong.
Right. Right.
But then I had to prove it to myself. Again, like, the older I got, it was more so proving it to myself that I can do it.
Right. Right. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that.
Right. Thank you.
For sure, bro. Yeah, you know, I like I said, we grew up, you know, we watched each other grow up and everything. So, you know, you look good now, though, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And health is wealth.
No, absolutely.
So that's a great message, for people who out there listening. That health is indeed wealth. So, you can't take care of nobody else until you
take care of yourself. No, that's a fact.
Take care of yourself, exactly. I leave all my guests with this question, which is, your disability has given you disability to do or be what?
It gives me a chance to be confident, and it gives me a chance to be a beacon of inspiration to the people coming after me. Because stuttering, like, it's not half as bad as everybody think it is. Like, there's a whole lot of other things that the people are doing. Like, there's people up there with no arms and no legs doing TED Talks. So, like, who am I to, like, stop myself just because I stumble over a couple words here and there? And then get your words out. Like, it gives me the confidence to get my words out and let my voice be heard. Because I feel like even throughout stuttering or whatever speech problems you have, if you got something to say it, because it might help the next person.
Absolutely. Titus, you my brother. You want to stick around for some rapid fire questions?
Yes, absolutely. I'm stick around for some rapid fire questions.
Let's do it. Can't let them go without these rapid fire questions. You're going to start with number 1.
All
Ready?
Right, number 1.
Top 3 horror movies of all time.
Oh, man. Halloween, Friday the 13th. Damn, Jaws.
Okay. If you could write a script for one person, who would it be?
Jordan Peele.
You could have dinner with 2 people, dead or alive. Who are you inviting?
I'm going to invite my mother, and I'm going to invite my grandmother, Beatrice.
What's one thing Titus cannot live without?
One thing I can't live without, I can't live without movies. I gotta watch a movie. Like I need movies in my life.
Cashier line or self-checkout?
Self-checkout.
One gotta go. Bacon, egg, and cheese, chopped cheese.
Both them shits is fat, man. I'm working on health and wealth right now, so I gotta get rid of them both. But for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna have to go bacon, egg, and cheese.
Okay, so you sticking with the chopped cheese?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the chopped cheese.
Okay. If you were writing a movie, who would be your dream male and female lead?
Oh, that's damn. My dream lead female gotta be Keke Palmer because she fire hot right
That's
now.
my baby girl, right?
Keke
there.
Palmer is a
woman.
phenomenal
I love
actress.
You, Keke. I love you.
And my male lead, like he's kind of young, but there's a dude named Trevor Jackson.
Trevor Jackson. I think I've heard the name before.
He's like one of the most underused black talented actors in Hollywood. Trevor Jackson, Keke Palmer.
Dope. Look at the camera. I need. Is my solo one right now, Swift? Keke. Let me talk to you real quick. I'm sorry. I know I'm in the middle of an interview right now. I don't want to come off unprofessional, but call me. Got you, bro. Let's go. Next question. If you had to eat the same meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what would it be?
I would say chicken parmesan.
Chicken pump, not bad. I love it. Are you a big Italian food person?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, nice. Favorite Italian spot in the city?
Carmen's.
Nice. Okay, we down to the last two.
Okay.
This one is a little funny, kids. We might want a couple years here. Your Mount Rushmore of adult movie stars.
Oh man. Jada Fire.
Okay, classic, legend.
Pinky.
Legend. Yeah.
Cherokee.
Legend.
And my all-time favorite is Alexis, Texas.
Okay, all right. That's good. It's the Mount Rushmore.
I answer that on camera, but fuck it.
You gotta have a little fun up here, bro.
Of course.
All right, last question, man. Tell us what to expect next from you, my brother.
Sooner than y'all think, a feature film, hopefully on a streaming platform or in theaters being put out by a major studio, because we got a lot going on over at Ultimate Class. Shout out to Christina, Mel, and my whole team, and we getting these scripts out there.
Dope. Tell the people where to find you, where to find your work one more time, your Instagram, all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram. I am Titus Peoples across the board. You can find me on Facebook, Titus Peoples. And yeah, if you go to my Ultimate Class site, you can see I sell T-shirts. I do graphic design as well. I design my own T-shirts, and I sell those. I sell my own merch. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Before
we let you go, I wanted to ask, Ultimate Class, how did you come up with that, and what's exactly the premise behind that?
So Ultimate Class, so I went to two film schools. I went to the Art Institute, and I went to the Digital Film Academy.
Okay.
So back when I was at the Art Institute, like, me and my boys, like, we had a nice little group. It was my boy Henry, Devon, Dante. Like, we was like the cool kids of the school. And it was like the security guard. I forgot his name. So he was like, yo, bro, like, y'all like the ultimate, yo. Everybody be hanging around y'all, but like, y'all in the class by yourself, the Ultimate Class. And then I was just like, hold on, that's kind of hard. I was like,
that is fire.
So then I was like, Ultimate Class. So then when I realized I wanted to get into film and TV, I was just like, yeah, I want to make the very best of something. I needed to be in a class of its own. And then I thought about what he said, the Ultimate Class. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm using that. Yeah, so that's how Ultimate Class came about.
Love it. Yo, you are in a class of your own, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you coming out,
yes, sir,
sharing your story with us, and how you overcame it and how you're overcoming it.
Yes, absolutely.
Every single day.
Because I'm still overcoming it. Like, as y'all probably heard, I probably stuttered like once or twice in this, but this is what I do. Back in the day when I used to chop up my shows, I used to cut out the stutter. But then I was like, nah, bro, that's who I am. Like, you know, and then again, it gives people an opportunity to like, yo, bro, this man is speaking in front of the camera. Right. Millions of people can potentially see this, and he's stuttering. That's inspiration right there. That lets people know, like, yo, no matter what I got going on, if he can do it, I can do it. So at some point, it has to become less about you and more about the person after you. Because I got less years ahead of me than I do behind me. Like, I'm trying to inspire the youth, man. Trying to get the youth out the streets. Like, me and my partner, Christina, we going to schools and we teach film after school. So, like, we trying to show people different ways of getting out the hood. Like, like shout out to everybody that hoop and rap, but that may not be for everybody.
It's true. It's true. Well, when I was creating this show, that was my goal, for people to come up here, be authentically themselves, embrace their condition, and show the world that it's possible. And you exemplified that today, my brother. So again,
thank you.
I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Disability, where we turn our diagnosis into a dominant trait. Season 2 has begun. This is the beginning of season 2. So I plan on bringing you much more guests, much more stories. And I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Please subscribe to the page. Over 90% of the people who watch these episodes are not subscribed to my page. It takes 2 seconds to hit that link. I hate to be that guy. Subscribe to my channel. But it would really do wonders for me and the channel, and so I could keep on bringing you guys these amazing people with amazing stories. So peace and love. I'll catch y'all next time.